Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily, and for today's video I'm going to be customizing my iPad. I got this iPad just a few weeks ago, so it still has the original template and I'm really excited to customize it. I also customized my phone, which will not be in this video because I've been doing that for a while now, but I'm happy with the way it looks now, so I will not be doing that today, but I will show you guys what that looks like. Before we get into what my phone looks like, I want to put a little disclaimer that I am not a technology expert, and majority of the things that I am showing today is like common knowledge, and if it's not, I'm glad I got to show you something, but in no way am I claiming that I'm an expert. Don't go into this video assuming that, because you will be disappointed. Anyways, let's get right into it. Now that we have an idea of what my iPhone looks like, let's get into the iPad. This is what my lock screen looks like. I'm gonna start screen recording now so that you guys can see what I see. This is the before, the original template that came with the iPad. And then down here on this page, I have a few apps that I've downloaded. And then obviously this widget is just photos and it's synced up to my phone. So I guess this is the perfect opportunity to tell you guys to go follow my Instagram. I'm gonna start off by organizing my apps. Anything that I do not use on my iPad on a daily, I'm going to kind of hide away on the app library so that I don't have to look at it. So majority of this video will be in voiceover mode because my camera was dying and I'm just working with what I got. But like I said, I'm just removing any apps from my home screen and putting it away on my app roll library. The way I do that is just by holding it down like you're gonna delete it and instead clicking the Apple library option. And then I also am throwing everything into folders with different categories. I like my screen to only have like 2 pages because I don't like to scroll a bunch of times to get to whatever app I'm looking for. It's just simply too much effort for me. I've removed any apps off of my screen and onto my library, and then the ones that I do use are all into individual folders. Now that I have my apps organized, I'm going to scroll through Pinterest and find minimalistic photos, quotes, etc. that I can turn into widgets. Okay, we're back at it with the voiceover, but I blurred out my recent searches because I found it embarrassing for some reason. Anyways, I'm just looking at different inspiration photos for my home screen, and I'm just putting it in a Pinterest folder that I made. I do this just so I can always go back and change it because I change my mind often, and I'd rather not have to search up inspiration every single time, so that's what I'm doing as of now. I also want to mention that when doing anything technology, it's a learning process for me because like I said, we're doing the bare minimum here. So that being said, you'll see me add things and delete it later or change my mind because it's a learning experience. So right now, like I said, just focusing on that Pinterest board and finding different backgrounds that are potential winners. Push through you. I'ma take and push through you.
Some people will never see everything that you are, building yourself up to be from the earth to the stars.
As you guys saw, I was putting widgets onto the main screen, but once I saw it with the background, it wasn't really fitting my theme. I also had the widgets that originally came with the original template, and it was just looking like a mess. So I decided to delete all of it and start with a fresh canvas, which was just a background that I picked out. So now with the fresh canvas, you'll see me later look for quotes, images, anything like that that kind of fits the theme on Pinterest and choosing from that selection as to what widgets I'm gonna add.
Push through you. I'ma take and push through you. Oh, I'ma take and push through you. Oh, I'ma take and push through you. I'ma take and push through.
I wanted to add, I blurred out my pictures because I have a few pictures of my nieces and they are not allowed to be on YouTube. I am not a creep. I don't have weird photos, I promise. Now I'm just transferring all the folders to the main page because I didn't need the second one. I had all the widgets that I wanted, and I'm just messing around seeing what kind of template would work. I will say it is kind of difficult to manipulate it because it does exactly the opposite of what you want to do, I swear. But I finally got the template that I wanted, and I did it sideways because that's how I mainly use my iPad. Now I'm back on Pinterest just looking for 2 more photos that I can fit into those last 2 widgets. Finally, I'm just moving around my folders and putting the ones I use more often on top and the ones I don't use as much on the bottom. And that is the last thing I did to personalize my iPad.
My iPad customization is finally done. Here is the final reveal. I'm really excited with the outcome. Like I said, I'm not a big technology person, so these are just a few little easy customizations you can do to personalize your iPad, iPhone, or any Apple product for that matter. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you like technology content like this, I plan on doing more in the future, so make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye!
Some people have to say